What's up guys, my name's Dean, or as most of you know me, Twisty. We are continuing our 2-2-2 competition. This is episode number 10. Number 10 here, because we're halfway through round 5. We had a couple of reasonably long games last time between Ireland, West Indies, the West Indies won in the Super Over, and then India defeated New Zealand after making about 17 and then bowling New Zealand out for 10. So let's get in to the 2-2-2s. What are we looking at here? We are looking at Pakistan and England. And we'll be playing as the Poms. Oh, this is going to be the biggest game of the competition so far. Pakistan, no, it's not. Let's be real here. South Africa coming up very shortly against Bangladesh will probably be the biggest match of the competition so far. Two sides that are both very, very in form. But right now, we've got a couple of sides towards the bottom echelon of the ladder. England taking on Pakistan. I think England will bowl first. That's what I have chosen to do here. Just, you know what? Bowling first, not the end of the world. So here we go. We got Zaman. We got Markwood. Surely I've got some better bowlers here. Do I have Broad at all? Actually, I'm going to bowl with Chris Wokes to begin, I reckon. So Chris Wokes going to open the bowling here for England against Zaman. What can he do? Oh, gee, that was a ripping ball, but it's also a great shot. It's off the mark here. They'll pick up a 2. So Pakistan, good start for them. 2 runs. Look, I'm not entirely sure about this field, but I think it might do the trick just for a couple more deliveries here. That's an off-cutter. Again, blasted away into the same area. Just a single this time. But Chris Wokes here, you better start well. Got to have to bowl pretty straight here. Can't afford any width on the offside. That's pretty straight, but it's still gone through that area. And is it going to go for 4? It's going to be saved here. Good little piece of relay fielding. And a nice throw in from the deep. Keeps it to 2. Or 3, actually. Jeez. Still managed to make 3 runs out of that. So Zaman back on strike. None for 6. Pakistan, there's a dot ball. That's the first one of the session here for England. Gonna have to keep these dot balls coming if they are going to succeed. It's a slower ball and it's just punched in the air, but straight into that man at deep square. Square leg? No, fine leg. That's the one. Again, can't really afford any width on the offside. Last ball of Wokes is over here. Oh, short ball pulled to mid-wicket. And it's just going to be a single down there. So that'll be the end of the first over. 8 runs coming off it. No wickets. Pakistan and England would both be reasonably happy at this point. So Jake Ball to bowl the final over here. Definitely going to have to get Broad and Anderson into their 2-2-2 side. Is England as their top class bowlers. Going to try and angle it in and swing it away. And I think it might have worked. There's a fielder getting under this. And he'll take the catch. Jake Ball picks up the wicket of Amin Markwood, the catcher down there, 1 for 8. And so far, 2 dot balls in this second over and already just the 1 wicket away from creating a very small chaseable total here. Jake Ball in again, trying to stay around the wicket. This one's over the top through that point region, and that's 4. Ooh, angled that ball in a little bit more and a dot ball. So you really don't have any opportunity to get yourself in this format. And you really don't have any opportunity, you know, really to get it right with the ball either. So the last ball of the session. And it's going to be a single. So Pakistan, 13 runs off their 2 overs. Only hit the 1 boundary as well. It's going to be tough to defend that total. Owen Morgan coming out to the crease here. He's going to be the one to face the strike first. Muhammad Amir, the man who's going to be bowling. So it is Morgan and Hales. They require 14 from 12, and any kind of boundary will put them ahead in the runs versus balls ratio. That is a dot ball right there. Owen Morgan trying to see how he will cope with the short stuff. He's given him now a fuller one. Man in the deep, can't get to it. It's over his head, and 6. It just makes it 8 required from 10. It's not as handy as Pakistan once thought. This is into the covers again. They're going to run 2 here. They're pushing for it. Hales is quick. He'll get back. And already England 8 runs from just 3 deliveries. Oh, mistimed. And a quick single. Oh, jeez. Oh, they might pick up 2 here as well. Oh, no. I just went for too much. Owen Morgan, it was just a single. Hales managed to get back to the other end, but Morgan will go for 9. And see, there's the first one. Morgan was tight, but because he'd overran so much, didn't have a chance to get back, and that's costly. Joe Root will come in, trying to steady the ship. Just 5 required now. As you can see, there's quite a big mid-wicket gap. Quite a big mid-wicket gap, and Joe Root goes in that area, but it's a dot ball. Swings hard, no run. Field has changed slightly. Mid-on is now back a little further. Oh, he's hit it straight to the man. Joe Root's out for a duck. England have absolutely botched this up so dramatically. So dramatically. In such a great position. A little half volley from Root there. Goes straight to that man at point. England lose. Pakistan a 4-1 4-run victory. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Alright, so after a bit of an upset there, Pakistan beating England, both of those sides on 2 wins, 3 losses, we will have the biggest game of the series so far. South Africa taking on Bangladesh. Both sides, or South Africa's the undefeated side, Bangladesh 3-1 at this point. Who will we be playing as? South Africa has got the luck of me playing as them once again. Jeez, it's nice, isn't it? South Africa versus Bangladesh. 2 very, very powerful sides in this competition. Very overcast today. Does that mean we're going to get a lot of swing, or does it mean we're going to get a mild rain delay? That could be the problem here. We could get a little rain delay. South Africa, as we know, they like to bowl first. They have the strike bowler in Kagiso Rabada bowling. Taken a wicket in every match so far. 8 out of their 10 wickets have come from his bowling. He will open it against Tamim Iqbal, who has had a pretty good run here. But Rabada, 4 matches. Oh, he's taken 6 for 16 at an average of 2.5, is it? That's crazy. And oh, there it is. There's a run straight away for Iqbal. This is going to be a huge contest. Huge contest we've got here, with the best bowler in the competition bowling to them. And who will we have? I think once we get South Africa versus India a little bit later on in this competition, I think it's round 6 that's occurring, which would be next week. That might be the next big thing. But as for right now, this is what we're looking at. Rabada Sakar. The bowling's been good early. Oh, and the shot's been better there. That's 6. Huge. Huge stuff. Gee whiz, that is what Bangladesh are looking for. A big 6 after a couple of dot balls in a row. Oh, it was on the pads. How close is it? Heel is gone up. Rabada's like, hang on a minute, mate. They're gonna review here because, you know, why not? You've got the reviews in place. The review system is there. Rabada to bowl. How's the front foot? It's fine. Good delivery. Fair delivery. I think the problem here would be the impact being outside off stump. Oh yeah, it's a mile outside. Don't even bother with that. That's not out. Rabada to Sakar. Last ball of the over. Oh, and he's hit it to the man at point. So 7 from the Bangladesh over. Parnell to bowl the second over. I don't think he's bowled that many overs, to be fair. Oh, it's pulled straight to mid-off. No run. I was actually seeing who else I could have bowled with, but Morne Morkel probably would have been the choice of bowler there, but it's going to be Parnell to continue with his left arm around the wicket. That is going to be straight to the fielder. Get there. Oh, he's put it down. Jeez. Opportunity for a wicket for Parnell, not to be. Iqbal survives. You got a lot of slips in here, South Africa. Very defensive field. That one's edged through, but it's not out. Hazard is the call, but again, not out. It's hit the ground after it. Trying maybe a short ball here, Parnell. And it's pulled away, and it's caught. And South Africa get the wicket. Bangladesh, 1 for 7, 4 dot balls in a row. Iqbal will be very disappointed with his effort there. 1 from 5. That is not what you're looking for in the 2-2-2 format. Remand the man to come in, and he will be, they'll be hopeful. He'll be able to deliver some runs, and he can with that shot. That's 4. Straight away, they know exactly what they want from him. Final ball of the innings. And it's a wide, is it? Geez, that swung a long way. It swung a lot longer than I thought it would. Try that again, and this one is big. This one is 6, I think it is. So Bangladesh end up with a total of about 18. Well, not about 18, exactly 18. It is going to be a nice chase here. Very lucky with that wide. The second one tried to overcompensate and just ended up being a 2 straight delivery here. Bangladesh 18 runs. Iqbal probably the letdown from their innings, who's played some pretty good ones, including a fantastic super over innings. But now it is South Africa coming in to bat. Quinton de Kock. Look at this field. We see 19 runs required from 12. Rahman, he's going to bowl. Did it with the bat. Now can he do it with the ball? Quick single. Oh, jeez, and it was close. Hashim Amla gets home, and he's got 9 and an average of about 9. Is that right? No run. So right now is going to be the critical point for Bangladesh. Is can they restrict this over to as little as possible? And that's Amlo, gets it down towards the cover fielder for a single. Thought about a 2, decided against it. It's a very well placed field, I'd like to say. Although that shot from de Kock goes for 4. That's what they'd be looking for. Oh, short it. No, they've called no. From 7 deliveries is the scenario here. And they're punching that one through the offside. Could get 2 here. Fielder is quick. No, just going to be the single. So into the over, none for 7. Which means that 11 runs or 12 runs are required from the final 6 balls here. That's 2 6s, 3 4s, 6 2s are the only ways it can happen. That is the best way to start it though. With a big 6. Hits the rope on the full 69 metres from Quinton de Kock. From the Bangladesh, but that is out. De Kock straight down the throat of the fielder, Al Hassan. Shakib was the man taking the catch. And 1 for 13. Bangladesh are close. AB de Villiers is in, Hashim Amla is in. 6 required, 4 balls to come. Oh, no way again. Another dot ball. 6 from 3. This is going to come down to the absolute wire here. The 2 biggest sides in the competition. Oh, he's hit it big. Is it 6? It is! South Africa win. Hashim Amla hits over the fielder at deep cover. Wasn't much more the bowler could do there. He got it up there. Maybe a little too full. And it goes for 6. South Africa remain undefeated after a big scare. What a contest. I cannot wait for the next one. So after that match, we've got the final one of the round. We have, who is it? Sri Lanka will be playing as against the Aussies. Another highly anticipated match, Australia and Sri Lanka. The winner of this match will actually progress into the top 4 at this current stage of the competition. The Aussies are pushing their way into that slot. They have played well the last couple of times. We're in Colombo today. Sri Lanka, Australia. Steve Smith, the captain of the Aussies, has the call here. He has decided that they will have a bat. Surely that's Steve Smith. No, he has chosen to have a bowl. So Sri Lanka will be the side setting the total. Has not bowled since that point. That's into the gap. It's going to be a couple of runs. It may even go all the way for 4. The fielders cannot get to it. 4 runs. Perfect start for the Sri Lankans. You just think boundaries are clearly the best way to go about these things. Absolutely they are. That is... Oh, gee, that was a rubbish ball from Stark. I don't know how we got away with it. Again, Stark. 2 straight, 2 leg-sided. Driven through mid-wicket for 4. Oi, oi, oi. Was that the helicopter shot attempt? And it's a no ball from Mitch Stark. It's going to be a free hit here. And it was a wide as well, but I don't think you count the wide if it was already a no ball. Alright, watch this. Steps a mile across. And still goes over the top of the offside. It's going to be caught, isn't it? Looking for 2. And they'll get back. So a costly free hit. Sri Lanka now 12 runs off just 4 deliveries. What Mitchell Stark's been dishing up. little bit of an outside edge. They're going to go through point for a quick single. Get in. Or is it? Third umpire is going to have a call here. The dive was on. I did press the dive button. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Put the bat on the ground, son, and you're in. That's why you slide your bat into the crease. A wicket falls. Gonna Thalaka run out by Glenn Maxwell. Now, Summer Wickerrubber. Sorry, I should even stop with all pronunciations here because they are completely woeful and embarrassing, and I apologise if I have offended anyone. As he hits this one for 4. Blame my Australian accent. Hat-trick Cummins is in. This man's on a hat-trick. Can he get it? I would have loved to have been bowling the hat-trick, but unfortunately I can't. Oh, he almost had it. I had ideal timing there. Apparently it was just a poor shot. Anyway, it's a dot ball, full and wide. Might be the way to go here. 16 runs already, the total for Sri Lanka. That one's pushed through that point region for a quick single. Oh, short ball, short-ter ball. Put over the top on the offside, another boundary over on the Weet-Bix Hill over there. And again, a 6. This is now got to be the biggest total. The biggest total. Actually, I don't think anyone has scored more than 30 in TWO2 cricket, but Sri Lanka right now, they are looking on the verge of creating history here. Cummins gets absolutely pumped over mid-wicket, another boundary. 31 runs. Might actually be the biggest score. 31 might be the biggest score. So I think any run off this last delivery will create history. And it's big. It is 4 more through mid-wicket. 35 the total from Sri Lanka. Gonna be a huge chase for the Aussies. I tell you what, Samara Wickrama. 22 runs from 5. Warner, Maxwell, Smith. The 3 at the top. Aaron Finch, the man who's not there anymore. Udana to bowl. Very defensive field because they know they've got the total on the board here. So the Aussies will get off the mark with a David Warner single. But right now they should be much aware, very, very aware. The fact that they will require 18.5 runs per over from here on in. Gee, that's going to be boundary city otherwise. Maxwell pulls it away, it's into the gap, it's 4. Or it'll be at least 3. The fielders might chase it down, but it will reach the boundary rope. You've done it. Well, again, that's just 2 leg sided. It's poor. It's another poor delivery. It's 6. None for 11 Australia from 3. Wouldn't this be the most exciting chase you've seen? He's going to have to bowl more outside the off stump, given where his fielder is. That's a dot. That's what we're talking about. A much better area of bowling. So that one's pushed away to the leg side again. Dot ball. 25 from 7. Oh, and he's blocking it, Maxwell. What are you doing? 11 from the first over. 25 required from the second to win. Gonna have to bowl much better than that. He's looking for a full Yorker. Oh, there it is. That's a wicket. David Warner's got to go. That's plumb. Out it is. Given by the umpire there. And Sri Lanka look like they've sewn this game up. After David Warner goes for 1. Steve Smith's in. An average of 7. Just the 5 runs throughout this 2-2-2 tournament for him. Hasn't been required too often. And he's hit that one into the point or third man region for a single. But that's the ball game. That is all over, folks. All over. Unless we have 4 sixes in a row here, the game is done and dusted. And there it is. There it is. Sri Lanka pick up the victory with, of course, barring any no-ball free hits. They've got this. Oh, there's the wicket, is it? That would have ended it. Oh, it's a no-ball. Jeez, it was a classically good delivery. Still won't matter because they didn't score off the no-y to begin. It's in the air. It's going to be 4 or it's going to be 6. But it's not going to be enough. I need Lakmal to bowl another no-ball. It's not going to happen. Yeah, there it is. So, Sri Lanka get home. Australia still with a modest total of 23 at the end of their innings. But very, very big scoring game. Sri Lanka 35. with a 12-run win, will round out round 5 of the 2-2-2 World Cup. So let's have a quick look at the standings before we go here. So we take a look at the standings. South Africa, the team, well in front of everyone with a 5-0 victory roll. They will be playing India in the next round in a very highly anticipated game. Sri Lanka beating Australia moved themselves into 3rd position, pushing the Aussies back down into 7th, with their net run rate taking a big hit after that massive score from the Sri Lankans. Bangladesh just sloped into 4th after the loss to South Africa. The West Indies picked up another win and they pushed themselves just behind Bangladesh in the top 4 positioning, and Pakistan, another win for them, got them slightly more into this contest than they previously were. So we're looking at round 6. We thought India and South Africa were going to be undefeated at this point, but at this point it doesn't really matter because they are both sitting in 1st and 2nd position. We said it earlier in the competition, this is going to be the most anticipated game of the comp, and it's going to happen in the next round. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching.